Hello, in this tutorial I'll be showing you how to make a simple client rendering system. Now this is really good for lag optimization, especially if, like, for example, you're making a tower defense game. Now to do this, inside of workspace terrain, I'll be creating attachments from the server. Now these are just tiny little green dots that aren't visible from the client. And then when the client, it'll pick that up and then it will display a fake model. Now to do this, inside of server script service, let's create a script, and I'm going to call this server, or this could be an add-on to your current script. Let's go ahead and create a simple function for creating them. So local function create attachment, and then we will get like the name of it that we want to put. Here, let's just say local attachment is equal to instance.new attachment. The attachment.parent is equal to workspace.terrain. And then let's just set its position. This is optional. Attachment dot position is equal to like vector3.new, and let's just raise it into the air, so 0 10 0. Here we're going to be setting attributes, which is kind of like a table inside of the properties of the thing we're attaching it to. So attachment set attribute, let's call this the name of it with the name. And that's actually pretty much it for creating the attachment. Now we can wait like a second or something and then create attachment with the name of just, I don't know, like part, for example. Now from the client, which I'll be putting this inside of starter GUI, or you could put this in starter player, let's create a local script and call this client, or again, this could be an add-on to your script. Now we need to check for when one of these attachments are added. So workspace.terrain.child added, and we'll connect this to a function with the attachment. We can say the name of it, so local name is equal to attachment get attribute name. Here, inside of the client, let's create a folder. Now I'm just going to call this models. Now we also want to create a folder in workspace, and this is going to be called display for all of our models in the client. Now let's just make like some really simple model. So part, make sure it's anchored and can collide is off. And I'll probably just, I don't know, duplicate this, put it up here, and there. I'll group these together, and I'm just going to put this inside of models with position being 0 0 0. Now here we want to say local model is equal to script.models and then the name of it. If the model, then, and I'm just going to capitalize this, we're able to say the model dot parent is equal to workspace.display, and then we're going to be using run service. So up here we can say local run service is equal to game get service run service. Here we can say run service dot heartbeat, and we'll connect this to a function, and then the model dot primary dot cframe is equal to the attachment dot cframe. This is kind of like a loop that has a really low like in between timer, and if you want this to disconnect when the model isn't there anymore, then let's just say local connection, and then the connection is equal to this. Now every time we go through a heartbeat, we will say if attachment, or no, if not attachment, so if it's gone, then the connection, we will disconnect it, and then the model, we will destroy it. And then else, then you're able to paste in the code from earlier. Now if I try this out, and if I go ahead and, as you can see, it's not working. So if I go to workspace and terrain, the attachment is there, but there is nothing in the display folder. Let's check if there's any errors, and yeah, we do. Okay, so it's just something I forgot to do. The name of the model needs to match up with the attribute name. Like, I need to call this part, since if I go back to the server, I name this part, it needs to match up. But another mistake I noticed was we actually need to clone it if we're going to have multiple, or else it won't work. Okay, so another thing I noticed is instead of this, you actually don't need to have like a separate name. It can just all be called part. Here, instead, you just want to say model pivot to, and then the attachment.cframe. There we go. Just a small mistake I noticed, and now it should pivot the entire model. As you can see, it works, and that's pretty much it. If you want to have it move like nicely, I recommend using tween service inside of the server. This already updates every heartbeat, which is like such a little time, and so the client will follow it perfectly. And yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. If you have any questions or need help, you can leave a comment, and if you want to join my Discord server, the link is in the description. Goodbye.